Okay, now we're ready to start the South Pacific part of the game. Now, as you can see, we start out in a little village, and the first place we need to go to is the bank, because the money we have is no good here. We have to exchange it. Now you can see the consequences of not knowing the Tbbq language. Everything is in a cipher. The game is still perfectly playable, but, you know, you don't know what anybody is saying, so you either have to muddle your way through, or you have to follow a guide to get through the rest of the game. Now, we're going to just go straight to the resort center, because we have 3 of the 4 optional things we can do here, and then we're going to go back and do the 4th one, and then we'll check out the rest of the town. So the first thing we're going to do is scuba diving, and as you can see, you can only move left and right in the sea. Now, the object of this part of the game is to get to the 4th island, and obviously we're not going to be able to do that here, because even if we could get past the birds, which is obviously very difficult, we wouldn't be able to get past the 1st island. So we'll go on to the next option, which is ballooning. We'll be in a hot air balloon. And, you know, on the face of it, that sounds like it might be a good option. But as you'll find out, you can only, it's like the scuba diving. You can only move left and right. You can't move up or down. If you can't move down, you can't land. And you obviously can't dodge the birds either. So we'll go to the 3rd option, which sounds like a great option. The Cessna. Which, yeah, it looks awesome. You can go all 4 directions. It's quite easy to fly. There's no frustration like there is with the hang glider. And when we get to the birds, you'll see it's very easy to weave around the birds. You don't even need a gun for this part. You can just dodge them with only a little bit of skill and practice. And, you know, there's only one problem with this, and you might have figured it out already. But, you know, the problem with a Cessna is you need a runway to land, and these islands, as you'll see here in a second, they don't have a whole lot of space for landing. And, you know, once you get to the 1st island, you know, try to land on it, it's not going to work. Okay, so we have one thing left to check out, and we have to go back earlier in the game to get it, so I'm just going to skip. And as you can see, I've got everything I need to beat the game, as well as the sailing license. So, first of all, we gotta go through the village again, and this time I'm going to show you what everything does. Go to the bank again, and we're going to exchange our money, just like before. And I'm going to show you that there's really no indication that the exchanging did anything, but you have to do it in order to buy things in the rest of the village. Now I'm going to try depositing my money, and as you would expect, all my money is gone. But when I try to withdraw it, yeah, they just attack me. So that's obviously yet another thing that, you know, Katano came up with just to annoy you. So, we're just going to go on to the next set of buildings. We'll skip the hotel for now because we're going to get more money first. Go to the casino. Now, the casino, you have a 25% chance of winning double your money. And I'm just going to save scum here. And, you know, I'll take a minute. And now I'm going to get, now I've got double my money, like I said. I'm going to do this again, and then I'll have about 250,000 in, which will be plenty enough to, it'll be plenty enough to heal up and get the things I need to beat the game. So, we're going to head straight to the hotel, because we're about dead. And you have several options here. They all heal a different amount of health. The deluxe option heals about half of your health with one visit. So we'll just do that twice. And that'll take about half of our money, but at this point we don't need a whole lot more money than this. So now we're up to our maximum health of 127, which will be very useful when we get to the hang gliding section. And just show you one little thing here before we go on over. This guy has something to say. you won't be able to escape from the islanders' houses. Now, that's not true, as I'll show you later, but, yeah, they, deliberately made it impossible to conventionally leave most of the houses on the islands. So now we're going to the Pbhyqa'g, the souvenir shop, and we have to buy the poetry to proceed, but I'm also going to get the elephant ornament and the treasure box, which can be used optionally on the, Hintabo Island. And we're done with that, and then we'll have to go on over to the next building, which is the equipment shop, to get a couple things. So now we're at the equipment shop, and we're going to get a canteen. We have to have the canteen to talk to the hermit with. And then we're going to get the gun, which the gun is probably the most useful item in the game. It makes fighting things a lot easier. You pretty much can't get through the hang gliding section without it. So now we're ready to, first of all, see the fourth option here, which is taking a cruise in a sailboat. And unfortunately, it's not really that much different from a... Oh, and it's not even a sailboat, which is funny because I got a sailing license. But, yeah, it's just like the scuba diving. So now we're going to finally hang glide, and in the next part I'll show you all the different things we can do in that section of the game.